Artist Cam MTL here with another short tutorial. Here's the original image in black and white. Obviously I'm not going to go through editing a black and white photograph. This particular video or tutorial is only about taking this or part of this black and white photograph and making it color. Specifically in this case, the hat for this photograph. So we do this in Photoshop. So what we do here is we choose both and we edit in Photoshop and we open as layers in Photoshop. That is step number 1. Now both images have opened in Photoshop. In my case, the color is actually on top of the black and white. We want it the other way around. We want the black and white on top, and we want the color underneath. Now, first and foremost, we want to align these layers. Because we want to select the hat as precisely as possible and nothing else. So once you're happy with the selection you have, very, very simple. All we're going to do is go to the eraser tool, make a nice big brush and erase. Super simple. Now you'll notice it's very bright. Very bright. You may not want it that bright. So super simple. We're going to start by lessening the brightness a little bit. It's very sharp. Now what we can do is add a little bit of a Gaussian blur. We're at 8. Much too much. About 2. Now you see how our fingers pop off of that red, but it's not that bright red that we had before. There we go. Let's hide that selection. Still, when we go in, you're gonna see some little edges here. Okay. So what we're gonna do here, at this point it's good. I like that. And all I'm gonna do is we're just gonna blend these edges in. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna merge the images and then I'm gonna blend everything in. Okay, so choose both, merge layers. There we go. So now we have one image. See, this is very rigid, okay. So what you want to do is take the clone stamp tool, very, very small brush, because we're just going in here. Make sure that the flow is probably around 50%. Okay, opacity 100, normal. All right. There's only one layer, so current layer, obviously. Choose a point next to it and just get rid of that. And next to it and get rid of that. So we try to make it as round as possible. You'll notice that it was a little. There we go. Very good. Come up here. Just remove some of the red that's there. That's there. Let's back up. See, already it's better. It's not so rigid. It's coming around very. So we're just trying to get rid of these blotches here. There we go. Just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Doesn't look so rigid. So here it seems to be all blended in. It's good. Maybe a little bit here. Hold on. Yes. I'll probably have to go smaller with that. Depends on how precise you want to be. Just a tad. All right. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Good. So I think that's about it. I like that. So there you go. So let's save this. We're going to save this. It's going to go back into Lightroom here. Now we can compare the two. Okay. So if I were to look at the black and white as a reference, there you go. Same image. This is in color. This is not. Now, if we were to take the same process here, again, let's go back to what we did earlier. We chose these two. Edit in. Open as layers in Photoshop. So again, let's make sure the black and white layer is on top of the color. Now again, anything that you want to choose. Now I'm not going to go through this whole process 3 different times. You've seen it once. This one I just want to quickly go over. I mean, all you do is select what you want, choose the eraser tool, and then erase what you need to erase. And this is the final image. Now you notice again, like I mentioned, I wanted to keep some of the color here, but I wanted to make it a little darker. I didn't want it to be as bright as the flag. I wanted the flag to literally be the focus, but I didn't want to take away from the color. I ended up coloring the wood, pretty much the wood only, and here a little bit of the totem pole, but not much. I took the color away from the wings for the most part and kept that black and white, but the rest here, it's a little bit, just a tiny hint of color. The flag obviously dominates the photo. I made US flag in the back was colored, the Canadian flag up here was colored, and everything else I've left black and white, including this ominous looking cloud, which is basically a huge storm cloud which came over probably about 20-25 minutes after this and filled the whole place with rain. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you did, just click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell for notification. Next video I come out with, typically it's once a week. I really appreciate you guys watching, and you guys have a great night.